bent on dealing him for Howard or keeping him and moving on without Howard. Obviously, that's from the Nets' perspective. The Nets also reached a verbal agreement with 17-year veteran Jerry Stackhouse. As for the Knicks, they've officially signed James White. And according to the Daily News, Jeremy Lin, none too pleased with the Knickerbockers these days. He's upset New York didn't offer him a new contract before the Houston Rockets did. Sports at 15 and 45. Around the clock, Jay Berman, 10-10 wins sports.
Join 10-10 Wins and Farmland Dairies, makers of Skim Plus Milk, Sunday, July 15th at 8:30 a.m. for the Rolling Thunder 5K at Hidden Ponds Park in Hawthorne, New York. Sample Skim Plus. The plus is in the taste. And enter to win a trip for two to Miami, Florida, and other prizes. No purchase necessary. For rules and information, visit cbsnewyork.com/farmland.
I will never forget the day my son Jeremy told me he hated me and slammed the door in my face. I'm behavioral therapist Janet Lehman. Behavior problems can turn the child you love and your life into a nightmare. That's why my husband James and I created the Total Transformation, the step-by-step program that shows you how to fix the worst behavior problems and get your child to respect and listen to you again. No matter what the behavior, defiance, self-talk, anger. Now you can get the Total Transformation for free. All you need to do is get the program and let us know how it works for you. You can keep it forever for free.
Limited number of free programs available. Call now. 1-800-241-9257. 1-800-241-9257. That's 1-800-241-9257. 1-800-241-9257. 84 degrees, heading up to 88.
Right now at Mavis Discount Tire, buy 3 name brand tires and get the 4th tire free. Or get $70 back on a set of Michelin tires. Restrictions apply. Need tires? Save money at Mavis Discount Tire.
Wins news time to 18. A new honor for Bob Marley. Well, sort of. He now has a biological species named after him. It's a small parasitic crustacean blood feeder that infests fish in Caribbean coral reefs. Arkansas State marine biologist Paul Sickle chose the name. He says he wanted to show his respect and admiration for Marley's music. Wins news time 2:19.
Honey, there's just no way around it. We cannot afford to miss another payment. We've got to raise some cash.
But the only thing that we've got that's worth anything is my jewelry.
I know.
It's been in my family for years. I don't want it sitting in some pond.
That's not where it's going. We're not going to sell it.
We could do that?
We can. At the Provident Loan Society. The Provident Loan Society is a not-for-profit agency that helps people like you raise cash quickly. Bring us your diamond or gold jewelry, silverware, or gold coins, and we'll lend you up to $100,000 for up to 6 months. Find it any pawn shop. Valuables are returned to you in the same condition they were brought in. We don't display or sell your valuables. We protect them.
Honey, you're right. This is nothing like a pawn shop.
Yes, if you're all at the bank, it's easy to see. The Provident Loan Society since 1894 with 5 locations in Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, and Manhattan. Call 1-800-757-7296 or go to ProvidentLoan.com. It's better than a pawn shop. It's Provident Loan.
10-10 Wins has your tickets to see the first ever soccer game at the new Yankee Stadium on July 22nd. Listen all day tomorrow for the cue to call.
The News Watch never stops. This is 10-10 Wins. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good afternoon. It's 84 degrees to 20 on this Wednesday, July 11th. I'm Larry Cantor, and here's what's happening. The cabin cruiser that capsized and sank off Oyster Bay is being brought up. Given the need for effort, but Mitt Romney did not appear to be too persuasive in a speech to the NAACP. Some Brooklyn men are fighting City Hall over summonses they got for drinking in public. A survey of customer satisfaction finds a local utility dead last. 10-10 Wins thanks to weather partly sunny, high 88. Jay Berman, quiet night in full force with the All-Star break still in full effect. Plenty of NBA news concerning both Dwight Howard and Jeremy Lin. It's the Larry Coffey on Wall Street. The stock market extending its losses. The Dow is now down 90 points. The Nasdaq down 27. Wins news time 2:21. Crawling on the Cross Bronx. Time for traffic and transit on the one. Ocean Edge Resort Cape Cod. Here's Matt Ward.
And it is a very tough ride on the Cross Bronx as I see it live with the winds jam.
towards Westchester Avenue. That's where there's an accident blocking 2 lanes. And in fact, you've got more delays coming up back over by 3rd Avenue where this accident is on the Cross Bronx Expressway. Delays out of the Brook. You get beyond 3rd Avenue and it starts to pick up the pace. Now, we do have a problem on the Hutchinson Parkway. We were talking about heavy traffic in our last report on the Hutch over by Westchester Avenue. Turns out there is a truck that illegally got onto the Hutchinson Parkway, and it is currently blocking off a couple of lanes. Apparently, it hit an overpass. Hutchinson Parkway south over by Westchester Avenue. That's why it's so slow. Major Deegan has delays on the southbound side coming down from Fordham Road and feeding back into the Cross Bronx Expressway. Worst of it through Queens is the Long Island Expressway. You've had an accident on the westbound side over by the Clearview. So is the ride each way. At the bridges and tunnels, we've got roadwork on the lower deck of the GW Bridge either way. Construction on the Tappan Zee heading into Rockland County affecting the right lane. And the Thrice Neck especially heavy going from the Bronx back over to Queens. And I'm Matt Ward on 1010 Wind.
Your family deserves a summer vacation. Take them to Ocean Edge Resort on Cape Cod. Enjoy Nicholas Golf, 11 tennis courts, 5 pools, private beach, 3 restaurants, and 1 room left for you. OceanEdge.com.
Wind's new sign 222. Things are going much better for the FBI today in its effort to raise a cabin cruiser that sank on July off Oyster Bay. 3 children drowned. Our Carol Diori is there and has a live report.
It's a very delicate operation, Larry. They've been trying to raise a 34-foot capsized boat out of 60 feet of water in Cold Spring Harbor. Now, everything had been going quite well. They seemed to be ahead of schedule. It was almost to the top. And that's where learning is that there's some sort of snag that had happened. They run into some sort of a problem. They have to remember this boat is in water about 3 miles offshore. And the reporters there are on the phone. So the information is trickling sort of. Something has slowed the pace of what was happening. What they're trying to do is raise this boat, see if there's any evidence on there that might help answer the question, why did that boat capsize? Was it only human error? Were there too many people on board? Or was there something mechanically wrong with that boat that contributed to it flipping over on July 4th? The head of the Nassau County Police Homicide Squad is watching this very carefully. He has already said a marine mechanic will be brought in immediately to go over the boat with a fine-tooth comb to see if there was anything wrong. We want to try and put closure on this as you ask the question. So we're keeping an eye on it. We'll let you know as soon as that boat comes up. Carol Diori at 1010 Wins Live in Oyster Bay.
Mitt Romney addressed the NAACP in Houston this morning, and while he has little chance of swaying many black voters to his side, he tried to make his case, if perhaps unpersuasive.
I submit to you this. If you want a president who will make things better in the African-American community, you are looking at him. You take a look.
He says he's a better choice to help build neighborhoods and lower unemployment. Romney was booed when he promised to repeal the health care reform law, and he was heckled when he criticized President Obama. The president wants to renew the Bush-era tax cuts for everyone but the rich. Republicans want to continue the tax breaks for all, so why not put it to a vote? Republicans tried in the Senate